Hey guys, and welcome back to another YouTube video. In this video I'll be going through my round 5 team review. In the end I ended up scoring 1399 after a really promising start. Aaron Phillips and I guess Schultz sort of shot the system, as well as Benici, who's sort of just at the end now, probably needs to go and is probably going to be one of the ones that goes now. Phillips was just a bad choice. If I'd gone for Stratton, I would have been able to probably get the likes of either a Moffat or someone else. So it's either go for a forward that's really, really cheap and get the top class, Moffat, which could be an option, which I'll go through potentially later, as I won't do it in my team review, but we'll see that later on. In the trade targets, or potentially in the team preview for round 6, or it's go up to like a Berry or a or someone else sort of in that 700-800k range. I just hope that they go large, but we'll see about that anyway. So before we get into the video, remember to like and subscribe, turn the notification bell on so you know when I upload, and let's get into the video. So as you can see here, 1399, a round rank of 724, and total points of 734, and an overall rank of 790. I'm currently 580 off the leader, and who only gained 40 points on me this round. And the top pack only really gained a little bit on me. They didn't gain terribly much, which is a good sign. I mean, I would like to fix up my sort of defenders. I mean, not my defenders at the moment. My defenders are actually my good spot. Fix up my midfield, or not my midfield really. It's more the ruck and the forwards that I need to fix up desperately, and try and find a way to do that with also doing it in a way that I still have cash gen for the next couple of weeks. So if we go back to the side now, overall rank 790, that's up from 1130, so what's that, 340 spots gained, which is a good thing. If we gain another 200 spots this round, then I'm starting to develop close towards that 400 or 300 range that I think I really want to finish out at, as I don't think I can get 560 odd. I don't think I can gain back 100 points on the leaders, given that they have another million to spend compared to me. I don't think I can gain that back, and I think it's best for me to be able to try and gain back just towards that pack of 300, 200, as there's a lot of lessons learned from this year that we can bring into both the men's and the women's next year. Tani Evans, 58, plays West Coast next week. Really like and look at that matchup, so hopefully she goes large there. She's been a keeper this whole time, and although she's only gone up 61k and dropped 56k for that 58, she's just been really, really good, and it's pretty much been in the top 10 every single week for her performances defender wise, which is just really ultra consistent. And if you look at the average points for defenders, you will see you've got Priest there, well on the way top now. Stannard, who still is performing pretty well. Then you've got Carney, Evans, and then down here you got Thomas and Heads. And Thomas was definitely affected by that 36. If you take that 36 out, I mean, she's then averaging, what's that? Give me 1 second with my trusty calculator. We have 322 minus 36 divided by 4, and 322 minus 36 divided by 4, 72, and that 72 puts you right there at that sort of 4th or 5th range. And Heads, as a rookie or whatever, she came in at 500k starters, has really started to kick on, it seems like, and hopefully she can convert some of those 50s into 70s, and that sort of gets her up around that top 7 or so, top 8. I mean, she is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. She is top 10, so I have 5 of the top 10 anyway. So yeah, really just happy there. Compare that to my sort of midfield line, which has 3 of the top 4, and then down here Whitford, and then Benici down there as well. And we're going to fix that up a little bit by jumping hopefully up to Parker, but we'll see with trades what that is like. And then the ruck department as well, you've got Moffat, who I really want to see if I can jump to, and that will sort of depend on if I can get a I guess with regards to my players, if I can get because Moffat is out and away the best ruck in the comp. But if I can jump also to by using Phillips, if I can jump to the likes of even just a Strom or something like that, as that'll be that'll almost get me Benici up to Parker in a sense. So I want to get Parker. If I can do Benici, Schultz, and Phillips to Parker, Strom, and also a like 500k midfielder or 500k forward, then that would be pretty good. But I don't think there's many 500k forwards, really nothing around at that sort of price that are decent. If we look here, you got sort of Martin and 400kers, let's just see. Maloney, but do you really want to be fielding Maloney? Gavalis, don't really want to be fielding her. McWilliams, Prowse, Richards, Gibson, Austin. There's no real forwards there that you want to be fielding at that price. So I'm not really going to be intrigued about that, to be honest with you. As I thought there might have been an option there, but it doesn't look like there is actually an option there. So I don't think that'll be an option to get anywhere there. But that sort of sucks. Anyway, but yeah, talking about the defenders again. So we had Carney go 80. That was pretty good for the side. She went 40 in the first quarter, so sort of slowed down a little bit, but 80 overall isn't the worst. And then the buy of the week was Priest in for Cordner. That got me 71 points and basically made up for the Phillips blunder. Priest, absolutely amazing. I told you like 3 or 4 weeks that the role was there, and yeah, she just went bang. And so yeah, really happy about that. And she's got Hawthorn next week, so she should be able to do well, and I think she'll be a popular trade in this week, as I think she's already been traded in by 1.5% of sides. Thomas is just constantly getting traded in now, 83 points again, just consistently showing up. And then Heads, for the people who got rid of her, just don't know why you would do that. 90 season rank isn't the worst, actually. You have Thomas at 89 rank wise, average is 64.4 and 64.2 respectively. You got Priest, who's 28th for the season, Carney, etc. You have a lot of a lot of the forwards and midfielders, and also the ruck. You've got probably 3 or 4 ahead of just Priest herself. Into the midfield, and I captained Gardner, who copped the heaviest of heavy tags that I've ever seen, and it was the most pointless tag because, as I said with the men's, I think one of the teams double tagged in it. It is absolutely pointless to double tag if you have no influence on the scoreboard. And for GWS to tag Gardner the whole game, not release it, but then only score 2 points, it really just was it was a head scratcher, to be honest, for me. Marinoff 91, so she would have bettered off. Would she have bettered off? No, she wouldn't have. She would have actually lost that matchup with Garner for captaincy by a singular point. So I mean, I guess I picked the right captain out of those two. But Riddell would have been the one without a tag. She went ridiculous with the 113, so that would have been 20 points and probably about 80 or so ranks, I reckon, which would have been pretty decent. Whitford 99 was pretty good. So yeah, to think that Marinoff was my M4 for the week in terms of scoring is quite ridiculous, and Garner being my M3 is still very ridiculous considering they are so highly priced and have really shown out in their previous games. And yeah, for that 92, it wasn't the best, and Marinoff, obviously that was her lowest score as well, as both of them had a lower score of over 110. Previously it was 120 for Gardner and 112 for, was it 112 for Marinoff? Round 1, yeah, Marinoff 112. Then we come to Benici. Obviously we talked about 69. Paris and McCarthy didn't play, so yeah, just cashed in off the bench. McDonald went down for 37k. Hall went down 1k. Huntington went up 5k. Everest went up 32k, so we got 37k, 36k. We went minus 1k on the bench for cash gen. Yep, it just shows that I got nothing left in the tank for basically. And I've got to rummage around on field for those girls that have the role that aren't really scoring at the moment, and then will really produce. So you have Schultz 65. She did nothing substantial, and I think she gave away 3 or 4 free kicks as well, which sort of dampened her score. She plays Sydney, went down 17k, so really looking. It says round change minus 17, but over, it says here up 2k, so don't know about that one. as the other ones are the right ones. So don't know about that one, but I'm pretty sure that that one is just a bug. But yeah, so she went 65, and the captain of the week, if people had gotten it right, was Gardner with a 132. She plays Port Adelaide. Will probably have a captaincy or vice captaincy on her this week, and we'll just see how that goes. Malloy, 51, that was really poor, but she has Port Adelaide, so I'm expecting her to be able to bounce back. Robert, 63, GWS, so expecting her to bounce back as well. Phillips, 38, so hopefully she can bounce back as well. Well, I mean, she'll be out of my side because she's just not producing. She's gone 2 low scores in a row and 3 low scores in her last 4, so yeah, just out of her role, out of the team, basically. And Single, hopefully she can produce a couple more weeks, as I just need her to, as hopefully I can turn around this cash gen, as it is just a problem at the moment. And Single 165. Then you've got off the bench, obviously we talked about pretty much everyone, but yeah, Everest 35 just sucked, but hopefully she has a better role against, I mean, it was against Brisbane that she did that, and against Melbourne she went 41, so against St Kilda, hopefully 55, 60, get that cash gen going again, and let's see if she can run it up a little bit. If I don't need to use her, if I can use my on-field to jig it around a little bit to get some more cash. But yeah, that pretty much is the video. Not the longest video, as I sort of want to get it out to you guys, as well as the fact that it's now Wednesday night, and this is sort of from the weekend, so I've already gone through a lot of my trade options, etc. But yeah, that pretty much is the video there, and you will see my trade targets for round 6 tomorrow alongside my tipping, and Friday we'll probably have my team preview alongside potentially a Swans video if I have time for that, but potentially not. I do want to get a Swans video out before the trade period, but depending on uni work, etc., I might not be able to get that done. But anyway, that is the video, and I'll see you guys in the trade targets video. Thanks guys, goodbye.